Hi everyone, welcome to BumbleBeeCrafts. Thanks for tuning in to another video from me. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Friday. It's fun with fabric again today. So today I'm doing the variation of the flowers that we did last week. These were the ones that we did last week. Are lovely cute little flowers. I love these, still love these so much. But as you can see, we're doing a little variation today. So if I just do a comparison, you can see these are the ones we're going to do today. They were last week's. So you get totally different style of flower, yet you still need the circles, and you do it, construct it pretty much in the same way, just a slight little twist. So I'm going to show you that this week. So we can pop those to the side. I might come to do some of those. I'll just move that out the way. So let's start with one of these, this nice pinky one here. So if I just quickly recap, for those of you that haven't seen last week's flowers, these ones, I'll leave the link below. I have a playlist for all my Fabric Friday videos. But last week I explained about making some templates, and some of mine are thin enough to go on my scan and cut machine. Sorry, not scan and cut, my Big Shot, Sizzix Big Shot. But just get yourself some circle templates, and you will need 6 circles to make a flower, like we did last week. So yeah, okay, so if you've got your 6 circles, let's start by showing you how we make this one. So how's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing well. I am filming this video ahead. It's quite early this morning. Hubby was up early. He's marshalling at a local triathlon event today, so he was up and out of the house really early, and I never really got back to sleep. So I thought I would come and do this little video for you guys. So hopefully, being early in the morning, my clumsiness won't be too bad. Okay, so we've got our thin little cotton. This is just sewing cotton, just, yeah, everyday sewing thread, and this is just an everyday sewing needle. So these are my 6 circles. Now last week all we did was fold them in half, and we created what comes up as a really nice rounded petal to them. This time round you're folding them again into little quarter pieces, keeping your point at the top, and then you do the same method by just pushing in your needle, doing a little running stitch, pull it through, and that's your petal. So they are a bit quicker to put together because you're only going through a thinner amount of material. So we'll carry on. We've got 6 of these little petals to create. So up with the needle, and then just concertina or running stitch. Like so. And we just build it up again all the way round. Like so. I do recommend to use softer fabric that you can easily put the needle through, because you can going through 4 thicknesses of material. You either want a really good needle that you know is going to go, well, you do need a good needle that's going to go through, but this one, for example, the material cut on the scan and cut really quite nicely, but it is really stiff now that she's been folded into 4. And again with this one, it's come up quite stiff. This one was actually is really nice and soft because it's a silky material. So yeah, that is one tip, if you like, that the material you use does depend on how easy these are to do. Also the size, I think the size of them as well. If you're going to be using, like this was a thicker, denser woven cotton, it would have been better to do it as a bigger flower. But yeah, so there we go, that's all our petals. So then all I want to do is just manipulate them round a little bit to where I want them, and then like we did last time, join one side to the other side. As I said last time, do take your time, pull your cotton taut on here, and then we can go back through and tie it off. So I'm just going to do a few little stitches in the back of this going across, just oh, tighten that all up like this. Oops. Almost come up like the little star flowers that you see in nature. Okay, so let's do one final one with my knot in it. You put a piece of material like we did last time over the back of this anyway, so that kind of hides all the stitches. Okay, so that's my needle ready for the next time. So let's put a little bit of fabric on the back. Do I have any scraps of the pink? Where are my scraps? That's the pale. I wanted the paler pink. Where's the paler pink? Have I not got any? Oh well, we'll just use this one. That's absolutely fine. We just need to cut a little circle. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's just the underneath, because again we use the shank buttons. I remembered to tell you this time round, but thank you very, very much for the comments of the people that said the name of the buttons. I could not think of it, could I, last week? It came to me and then it's like, yes, I remember now. So thank you very much. I do find those buttons awkward to use in journaling projects because they stick up so much, but these are just perfect for them, this little process. Okay, so we're just going to then pop our circle, and like I said last time round, if that's the way you really like it, and you don't even want to put a button in it, you could just have it like that, do some different coloured circles and dots in them. I think it still looks just as nice like that, or with a button in them. But I want to use some of these buttons up, so we're going to have a little look and see what button we can put in here. Yeah, some of these are quite big, certainly not going to work. We've got a black one. Let's have a look, see if we've got what other ones we've got. We've got another one of those red ones. Maybe not. The gold. No. Oops. That's a silver one. Let's have a little look. Do we think? I actually think originally that black one, I just wondered if I had a slightly smaller black one. I think there might be. Let's have a look. Stick them all out. That's a flatter black one even. Yeah, that might be quite nice. that one actually. I prefer the material one to the shiny one, and there's an even smaller one. Now I'm going to save the small one for that one. Go up a size. Okay. Oops. Okay, I'll leave them up there out the way. So same as last time, we just glue our little button in. So I just put some glue all the way around the outside, over that middle shank, and pop it in. Put my lid, oops, put my lid on the glue, and then just press it down. Hold it for a few moments. So like I said last time round, it is a good idea to make yourself some templates, even if you've not got the set of nesting dies to cut sizes in. You're just drawing around the bottom of your Fabri-Tac, the jar, that kind of thing. Just cut them out of card and layer them up to give you a thicker chipboard kind of feel for some templates, because we've used the templates last week. We used them in this week to do the circles, and we will be using them again. Here's a sneak peek of some of the doing the yo-yos and Suffolk puffs. So yeah, I do recommend making yourself some templates of circles to cut around. But there we go, totally different look to the round flowers, but just the same. So, oh, I love them. They are really, really nice. So let's do a slightly bigger one. Let's do this one. So we fold it in half, and then again into quarters, and then we just do the running stitch along the bottom. And I think they're actually quicker to make than the other ones, because you're gathering less material. They're just a bit stiffer to go through. So how's everybody doing? Hope you're all enjoying these videos. As I said, next week, where are we? We're the 31st is the next Friday. So we've actually got 5 Fridays this month. So I'm going to do, as I said, do the yo-yos or the Suffolk puffs, as they're called, often called. Going to do those next week, and then we'll have a break from the fabric flowers. I want to do some more journal covers and get a few more bits, other ideas out there, but we will be doing a crafting along video where we will use these flowers in June. We will come to put them to some good use and do some decorating with them. So this material is old curtain material, so it has got quite, I did bring my thimble out, quite a stiffness to it. So as you can see, because of the thickness of the material, you've got it quite open. What I like to do is make sure I've got this nice and tight here, manipulate it round to kind of where I want it, and then just put a stitch back into the one that we started off on, and that should hold those two together. And then we just come back into this one. Like I said, take your time to do them, but once you do start doing them, you soon find that they're easy to kind of knock out and do. You get into a little routine of doing them. So yeah, I'm just manipulating them all round and sewing up the back. Right, so I think I will do one more across here and we'll knot this one. There we go. I doubt I will get much more on there, so let's find a little scrap of this material. There we go. And cut ourselves a little circle just to hide our stitching. A little wonky. Oh, that's not my rubbish bin, is it? There it is. Okay, let's glue this on. And then we'll find a nice little button to go in the centre. That's going to go on there. So what do we want in the centre? Gold one. About one of them. Oh, that looks quite nice in the middle of that. I have to manipulate it a little bit down. What do we think? Yeah, I actually like that one in there. Okay, I'm not going to bother putting them away because I'm only going to get them back out again. God, these buttons are old. No idea how old those buttons are. The price has faded off of it. Vintage. Nice. Okay, let's put the glue all the way around the button. Come on. I'll put it in the centre and I'm going to give it a good push down. Let's just have a look at time. Wow, only 18 minutes. So we're going to get quite a few done this time round. Yeah, I actually like that one in there. And as you can see, all I'm doing is, as it's gluing, I'm just manipulating it up. And you stick that down on the front of a journal cover. That would make a really nice decoration. There's some other little flowers. Nice little cluster of them. Or that would make a really nice brooch. So there we go, that's that size done. Okay, let's have I want to do a lace one. So I think I will get myself a little bit more thread than that. That's the end. Okay, let's trim that little bit off. So let's do our lace. This might be a little fiddlier to fold and hold into that position. That's better. doesn't matter which way you fold it, whether that's not done, whether you have the fold towards you, away from you. I've done petals interchangeably around. You don't have to fold it a certain way. It doesn't make any difference. Yeah, unfortunately I had to use Sharpie, which is why there's still black around it, and I didn't want to make it too small. That'll be fine. That'll be hidden in the center when we put a button in the middle of it. There. This one's a little bit more fiddly because it's so soft material, and it doesn't want to fold very easily. It wants to spring back open. So just taking my time a little bit more to make sure I've got it in my little quarter. Okay, last little petal. I don't want to pull too tight because I'm conscious that the knot might actually go through. I don't know. Let's pull this round. This is definitely a softer one. Softer petals on this one, not as defined. Okay. Let's knot it off. Like so. Probably do another one with that. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Okay, so we need just a little bit of material on the back. I don't have any cotton. I think, oh, I've got this little bit here. This will do because it's a same, well, it's creamy colour, but just a little circle out of here will be fine. Let's reshape this. Yeah, just on there. That's the rubbish bin. And then we'll find a little button. I think most of the black, yeah, the black is through onto there. But to be honest, you get the black in the centre of some flowers. So I'm not too bothered. Oh. A glue string. Okay. So that's just going to go over the back of that. And now we need to find a nice little button. Oops. Oh, that wants to, I guess that doesn't want to go in there. It keeps popping out. Maybe a silvery one. That's got writing on it. That one is not vintage. That, by the looks, is off of one of my old cardigans. Julian MacDonald Star. There we go. That one doesn't want to be in there. I don't want to use a button and then I lose one off an old cardigan or something. Let's try one of those. Yeah, there we go. That's the button. I thought these were all vintage ones. Making me wonder now if there's anything in here that are off other bits of clothing. I do tend to keep my buttons for clothes. Not that I've ever lost any over the years. You know, if I've seen it come off, I've usually always got a sewing kit with me, a little mini one or something, so I could redo it, especially when I was working full time. I always had one in my drawer at work. So there we go. That's another little one, another little lace flower. Now we did do some lace ones of the round ones, didn't we? But I don't think, yeah, I did this lace, which was a little stiffer. This is quite soft, but I still like it. I still think that's really quite nice. So what size do we want to do now? Should we do one of the really big flowers? We haven't done a really big one, have we? So let's see. So we're just folding it. This one will fold nice, this material. Glue on my nail. This one will be, I'm thinking that the bigger the flower shape, it'd be more like a sunflower. That's quite pointy flowers, or those other ones, echinacea. Are they echinacea, echinops? Kind of like the little cone shaped flowers. Okay. This material's got a vintage look to it, but it's a new fat quarter from a pack I had. I've had the pack a while, but it's new material, it's not vintage material. Oops. We're getting there. I did the flowers from last week, the ones that I didn't get done, the circles that were left after the end of the video. I took them downstairs and just sat there while I was watching some TV, catching up on other YouTubers that I like to watch, and sat doing them because it does hurt my hands. They are starting to hurt now. But it's the kind of little project that you can just do a few at a time and then pick it up again. Okay. So this one is probably going to have a bit more of a gap in the middle. So I'm just going to come up that flower and then pull it closed. There we go. So yeah, you got a bit more of a hole in that one, but that's fine. It looks lovely. I really like this one. So let's just do a few little stitches around. You can kind of pull the hole together, or you can leave it flatter with a bigger hole in the middle. It's entirely up to you. Oops. Okay, last little one, and I'm going to knot this one. Okay. Do I have a bit of that material? Yes, there's a little bit here, look. Yeah, that'll be big enough. So let's glue this on. I want to decide on a button as well. I'm wondering, I've got maybe one of those. Let's see. There we go. Hold that down. Lay that on there. It won't be so hard to. A bit more glue. It's kind of soaked in. Okay. I did think about that. That's quite nice actually. I like that one. Let's have a look and see. Just a little, it's a bit too small. It does need to be a bit bigger. I think the green is a bit too big. Black in the centre. What's that one? That's a blue. What was in here? They're blue. I think they're all a bit too big in there. I think it's that one. I do quite like that one there. Although I was thinking with that being a lovely like little flower itself, I wanted to use it on one that would be a little bit more special. Maybe just a black. I do quite like that one. What's that one like? No. Too big. Decisions. You guys shouldn't know me by now, how long it takes for me to make a decision. Actually, that one's quite nice in the middle. It brings out some of that yellow. Yep, there we go. That's the one I'm going to use in the middle. And when you find the right one, that's all it needed was the right button. Pew in there. Make sure there's no glue on it. And then I'm just going to press it down. So there we go. That's another one done. Oh, these are so much fun. Just like last time, so much fun. So I hope you'll give the variation a go. A little bit shorter video from me, just half-hour one, because if you followed along with last week's video, you get the gist of how to put them together. But I just wanted to show you the little variation and how different a flower it gives you from the last week's to this week's. So thank you very much for tuning in to this video and watching the variation. I hope you'll give it a try, and do remember next week we're going to be doing the yo-yos and the Suffolk puffs. So you will need some circles, but you will only need one per puff, per yo-yo, whereas obviously these last couple of weeks you've needed 6 to create the petals. So if you did want to get ahead, you just need various different circles or different types of material just as a single circle, and then we'll have a go at doing some of those and some variations with them. So Take care everyone, happy crafting, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.